どうも、あめなしと申します。ザ・スタンリー・パラブル続きをプレイしていきたいと思います。はい。なんか、雰囲気違うよね。同僚の部屋があったんじゃなかったっけ？扉出てすぐって。だよね、なんかおかしいよね。左行くとボス部屋に行っちゃうから、ボス部屋ってなんか魔王の部屋みたいだけど、ボス部屋に行っちゃうから、右側に行って途中の見たいな。いい休憩時間だな。休憩終了です。最初に左のドアを行かない。まっすぐ行くの。これに乗ればいいのかなと思って。乗らないとかやってみる？乗らない。床に飛び降りてみた方がいい。この見た後だったら床まで飛べるとか？スタンリー、覚悟を決めろ。いけるぞ。前はダメだったけど、今ならいける。絶対死なないって言ってるじゃん。大丈夫。でも、めっちゃ進めてくるやん。でもさ、この高さ、一回落ちて、僕ダメだったんだよね。行きたくないなね。お願い、ドア開けてくれない？他のところをね、ナレーションさん、お願い。分かってんだよ。飛び降りたらやばいって。ナレーションさん、お願いだから別のとこ開けてくれない？開けてくれないかも。開けてくれないよね。仕方がない。ナレーションが言ってるんだから大丈夫だろう。はっ、ダメじゃねえかよ。間違うなよ。ナレーションでしょ。待って、どこここ？出たくないんだけど。
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
何この部屋。怖っ。ホワイトボードエンディングってなんだよ。Welcome to the 何そのエンディング。そんなのあんの
？Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story.
進まないと怒られるんだよね。他は開かないんだ。まあ進めと。いや、あれにちゃんと乗っていこうか。でもホワイトボードエンディング見れたからな。もうここまでにする？びっくりした。あそこで飛び降りた後に見れるやつなのかな。青い部屋。はいはい。黄色いにちゃんと乗ってみようね。なんかいけそうだよね。はいはい。指示にしたけど乗ってあげるよ。
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
本当は開くのかな。そこ来るには多分さ、途中で飛び降りればいいんだろうけど、まっすぐ行ってみようかなと思って。今まで君が俺はこの施設の秘密を暴いてやる。どういう会社なんだろうね。アマゾンみたいな、そういうなんかネット系のやつなのかな。お荷物運びみたいな。そうっぽいよね。段ボールもたくさんあるし。新しい彼女。怖いんだけど。なんだっけ。うわっ、びっくりした。
You need to be the one to do this.
もう抜けって言ってるよもんで。
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
はい。真っ白なんだけど。
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. Alright now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
うわ、怖っ。待って待って待って。ホラーダメ、ホラーダメ、ホラーダメなんて。
Gotcha.
う
Oh,
わ、
come
怖っ。
on.
マジ無理無理無理無理
Did
無
you
理。
actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to
あー、無理
commit
無理
their
無
life
理。
to you?
目
I'm
つぶけ
trying
て
to
い
make a
い？
point here, Stanley.
いや
I'm
ー、
trying
気
to
持
get
ち
you to
悪
see
怖い。やばい、
something.
無理。
Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
やだ。
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
びっくりした、今のも怖っ。進めなくさせられちゃったよ。あ、いなく、わいダメだ。心臓が持たない。
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
え
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
待って、私が
Look
ス
at
タン
him
リーさ
there,
せられて
pushing
る？
buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
怖っ。はい。
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic
スタンリーと同じことさせら
From
れてるんだ
behind
け
his
ど。
desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown,
なんて素
fantastic
晴らしい。
discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would
確か
ever
にさ、仕
happen
事
to
中に
him.
さ、何？いい、はい。
And so he began to
仕事
fantasize
中に
about his
さ、
own job.
こ
First, he imagined that one
う、な
day
んか例えば
while at work,
YouTube とかで
he
動画
stepped
見な
up
がら
from his
こういう
desk
さ、
to
単純な作
realize
業して
that
るのはいい
all
ん
of
だけ
his
どさ、
coworkers,
やっぱ仕
his
事中
boss,
だから何もしちゃいけないんだ
everyone
ろう
in
ね。
the
だから
building
さ、それ
had
やりな
suddenly
がらキーボード
vanished
押すのっ
off
ていう
the
の
face
辛
of
い
the
かもしれない
earth.
ね。
The thought excited him terribly.
地上から消え去った？あ、8位ね。はい。
So he went further. He imagined that he came
本
to
当にスタン
two
リーと同
open
じく人差し
doors
指だけで
and
押し
that
て
he
る
could
わ。
go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what
用
lay
意されてい
behind
る
each
公平なも
door.
ので書
The
かれな
mere
きゃなん
thought
が、
that his decisions would mean something
も
was almost too wonderful to behold.
R ね。はい。
As he wandered
Oi.
through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many
出ら
possible
れないしね。
paths and destinations.
やめて、このマネキンとさ、
Down
二
one
人きりにさ
path lay an
しないで
enormous
くれるか
bound
な。
room with
赤
monitors
ん坊
and
ゲー
mind
ム、モニターと
controls.
マインダーコース、
And down
赤ん
another
坊
was a
ルー
yellow
ム、
line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a
黄色い
baby.
ライン。
And he called
へ
it the Stanley Parable.
ー。G ね。はい。
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head
なん
he
か
relived it
いろい
again
ろあるみ
and
たいだ
then
ね。
again
今、
and
多分
again,
いろんなエンディン
over
グの
and
話を
over,
教えてくれ
wishing
てたん
beyond
だと思う。
hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
あ、は9ね。
But there is no
おお。
answer. How could there possibly be?
よ
In
かった、マネ
reality,
キンと
all
さ、
he's
二人
doing
き
is
りじゃな
pushing
けれ
the
ばいいよ。
same
もう
buttons
狭
he
い部
always
屋に閉じ
has.
込めてくだ
Nothing
さい。
has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
これさ、押すたびにどんどん
And I'm
スタン
trying
リー
to
のさ、
tell
オ
him
フィスになってんじゃな
that
い？
in this world he can
な、
never be
違うかな？
anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
はい。
You see?
だよね、スタンリーのオフィスになってったんだね。
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
H。
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And Stanley
Please
pushed
die.
a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
え？あ、戻ってきたわ。そう。 あの電話のさコンセント多分抜けるよね。あんなにこれ見よがしにコンセント出してるってことは抜けるよね。抜きに行こうよ。あんな怖いマネキンに合わなくて済むようにさ、あのマネキンを葬ろうよ、闇に。めっちゃ怖かったよ。これはダメなんだよ。よし。はい。
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it
いい
was,
会社に勤めてると思うよ、
the
スタンリーは。
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
あ、無視。左のドアもね、もうちょっとちゃん
Stanley
と
was
見
so
たいけ
bad
ど。
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
そっちの部屋も行ってみたいけど。はい。
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not
間違ってないよ。
your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting.
まあ、敵じゃないって言われてる
Someone
ね。
you've forgotten.
たまに頼るよ。
Please,
うん。
stop
本
trying
当に
to
迷
make
った
every
時とか
decision
ナレー
by
ションの人に
yourself.
頼るからさ、
I'm not
君はい
asking
て
for
くれ
me.
ていいんだよ。
Asking for her.
彼女のためって誰なんだろうね。
Your chance to
さっきの
redeem
マネキンのこ
yourself.
となのかな。それを勝手に物語作ってるってことなのかな、この人。
To let her back
え、
into
大
your
丈夫、驚かない
life.
驚かない驚かない。
She's
大丈夫だ
been waiting.
大丈夫。おいダメ
That's
だ
so, Stanley. You
毎
need to
回
be
そ
the
れ
one
だけ
to
ど
do
さ
this. To
わかんなく
reach
て、
out
多分
to
これ抜けるよね。あ、抜けた。来て来て来て来て。やっ
Did you
た
just
どう
unplug
だ
the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do
イエーイ
that?
私分かった。
You
ナレー
actually
ションに勝った。イ
chose
エーイ
incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double
エア
check.
の隅って落ち着くよね。壁をめくる音。
No, it's definitely
頑張
here.
って探して。
Stanley
ス
picks
タン
up
リ
the
ーがもし
phone.
電話の
He's
コンセン
taken
ト
to
を
his
抜いちゃった
apartment where he
時の
finds his wife,
マ
and
ニ
the
ュア
two
ルみたい
pledge
な。
themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually
いや
somehow
そんなことなかったね。
an
そんな
incorrect
エンドじゃなか
course
ったからね。私
of
は
action.
分か
How's
ってい
that
る。
even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean
で
anything.
も
I don't
抜けない
understand.
ように電話だけ置いとけばよかったんじゃないの。それこそなんか電源入ってない電話が鳴るみたいなホラー現象だったけど
Did I
ね。
just see? No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
気づいたか。スタンリーを乗っ取ってるのが私だとい
This
う
is
こと
why
に。
you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices, and to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so
大丈夫
long.
か
If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it
ごめんなごめん
entirely.
なごめ
It's
んな
as though you
あ、マジ
completely
本当
ignored even the most
あ、
basic
ごめん
safety protocol for real-world decision-making, or did you not grasp
あ
the
ー、
severity of the
うん、
situation?
ごめん、あんまり
Well,
深
I
刻
won't
な
have
問題
that
だと
kind
思う。
of
あ、本
risk
当
on
に
my
リスク
watch.
ごめんな。あ、
I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can
安 全
educate
な
you
選択の
properly
方
on
を教え
safe
ましょう。
decision-making in the
教
real
育ビデ
world.
オ。
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
え、なんか始まってきた。
Choice. It's the best
Tentacle.
part of being a real person. But if used
全然何言ってる
incorrectly,
か
can
分かんな
also
い
be
け
the
どさ、
most
全
dangerous.
然だから全然教
For
育になってないよ。
example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real
Mario さんだっ
person
て。
named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third
花をあ
world
げますと。
nations. Or he could systematically
右
set
が
fire
Steven で
to
しょ？
every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house.
ねえ、その
Which
危ない
choice
ものは
would
や
you
めよう
make?
か。
Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice
Sense.
that does not conform to
2+4は
rational
6。
logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person
Finish.
who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying,
これ
My
英語だからね、
goodness,
本当
is
に
it
何言ってるか全然わかん
4:30?
ない
I'm
っていう
supposed to
ね。
be having a back sack and crack.
眠くなるね。教育ビデオ、あ、終わった？パーティクス？
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
あ、なんか
Most medical professionals
字幕出
recommend
てきた
making
ね。
at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than
8回の
8?
選択してるん
Less?
だ。
And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually
朝ご
meaningful
はん
and
何
whether
食べよ
you'll
うかな
ever
と
make a
か。
significant contribution
用
to
意さ
the
せたら
world,
それで終わり
just
だけどね。
remember
朝とか
that in
昼
the
とか夜と
vast
かね。
infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems
あれ
are
かな、右足
materially
から靴下履こうか、
insignificant,
左足
and
か
the
ら靴
feeling
下履
should
こうかとか。
subside. At this time, your instructor will
もう
guide
分
you
か
in
ったか
an
ら。
exercise to
もう眠
test
くな
and
っちゃうよ。
reinforce the material covered in this video.
眠ったら怒られるんでしょ、先生に。あ、
Ah, welcome back. You may
や
have
ばくない？
noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative
お電話。
contradiction. But not to
あ、もう
worry.
コンテンツさせ
Now
ない
that you're properly informed on good decision making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do
どう
would
すれば
have
いいの？
been. This way, please.
行くか。閉じたよね、後ろ。開かない。あのさ、これに乗れってこと？
Now that we know your choices are
あ、待って
meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the
柵つけられてんだ
platform
けど。
and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway
やっぱ
through
こ
the
こから
story.
飛び降りるって言
That
って
story
ある
would
んだ。
make no sense at all.
なるほど
We
ね。
just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative
もう
contradiction
自
gets
由を
any
許されて
worse.
ないよね。
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
もうこっから出てくださいって言わんばかりの鉄格子ですね。嫌ですね。もっと自由に選択できるスタンリーが良かった。戻らされてんのかな、最初の部屋らへんに。部屋まで戻されんのかな。やっぱあなたはそこで働いてなさいと。休憩室だ。
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have
左の
resolution
ド
once
ア。
again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
あ、
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
スタン
That
リーに
means
振る舞うこ
choosing
と？は？
responsibly and always putting the story
出
first.
して出して。
I'm quite sure you'll be up to
私
the
はスタンリー
task.
じゃないから
Just
さ、
follow my lead and you'll be
難しい
fine.
かもしれ
All
ない。
right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
タッタラッタッタ、右。
No! Why did you do that?
あー、ごめん
Quickly,
な。マ
hurry
ジ
back in the
悪
other
いと思っ
direction.
て
Perhaps
る
we're
わ
not too。late.
絶対大半の人さ、そんなことそこまで言われたら右でしょと思っちゃうよね。ごめんな。左。マジ悪かったわ。どう？大丈夫？大丈夫だよね。
Oh, it's ruined.
あ
I
ー、
can't
ごめん。
believe
マ
after
ジ
everything
ごめ
we
ん。
talked about
悪
that
いと
you,
思っ
my
てない
story,
けど、
you
悪いっていう
destroyed
ことに
my
してあげるよ。
work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that?
もう
What
思っ
did
た。
you think was
壊れ
so
るの見たいと
special
思っ
about
た。
seeing the game undone?
バグばかりのゲーム
Left here
大
like
好
so
きだよ。
much garbage. It's worthless now.
落ち着いて。
And what am I
深呼
supposed
吸
to
しよう。
do?
深呼
Even
吸
if。there were a way to
あ、わか
continue,
って
would
る。
it be
悪
worth
いのは
it?
私かもし
To
れ
know
な
that
い。
my story
悪
is
いの
now
は私
incorrect?
かもしれな
How
い。
can I
は
get back to
い。
that?
もうちょっと分かり
I
やすく
can't
さ、
erase that
道を教えてくれない
I'll
と
have to
ね
live。with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that
ごめん。
way.
ほんと、
Is
マ
it
ジで
better
ご
to
め
shut the
ん。
game
マジで
down
ごめん。
entirely?
ちょ
To
っと反
willingly
省会は
destroy
後で
all
し
of
て
my
もらって
work?
さ。
I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I
な、
do?
大の大人泣かせちゃったよ。
No, I have to. I have to shut
お、
the game down.
やる気を出してく
I
れ
have
た
to.
か。
I have to.
おー。宇宙船通ってない？
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are.
私
My entire game is destroyed.
なるほどね。もうこいつ自体、ナレーション自体壊れちゃって、もうゲームをおかしくしちゃったってことか。
What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like
全
Stanley?
然わかんなかっ
He
た。ごめん
actually
な
knows。how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to
本当
do
悪いと思
something,
ってる。
there's a damn good reason
ご
for
めん
it.
な。隅っこで丸くなってる
That
から許
thought
して。
hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
ごめん。
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility.
見たから見たから
You would have
大丈夫見た
destroyed
から
it
それちゃん
and
と見
been
た
victorious.
君のストーリー
It
見
would
た
have
から
been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
え、大丈夫か？
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
はいはいはい、
That
OK OK。
means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
左でしょ？
I'm
左で
quite
しょ？
sure you'll be up to the
OK、
task.
左行く準
Just
備でき
follow
てる
my
ぜ。
lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley
左、
came to a set of
左、
two open
左、
doors,
左。
he entered the door on his left.
分かってるよ。左に行けばいいんでしょ？
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
あ、
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing
待って、もう
responsibly
戻されん
and
の？
always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All
左
right.
左
When
左。
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
仕方がない、左に行ってやるか。ちゃんとしてんだろうな、ゲーム。元に戻しただろ。お、綺麗じゃない？
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
どっか抜け道ないかな。待って、トイレルームじゃなくなってる。緑になってるボスの部屋が。ボスの部屋全然違くない？
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115. Night Shark into the freeze space.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark
115.
115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. どこで言えばいいの？ Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
開けられない。
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
ナイト。
Okay, fine. You're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty
できないの？
humiliating
できない
to
の？
bring you this far
ナイト
only
シャー
for
ク
you to
115めっ
suddenly
ちゃ言ってんの？
decide you have
聞こえない？
better things to do.
ナイトシャーク
I asked you
115。
for this one single
ごめん
thing
ごめん
for
ごめん。
your
進みたい。
respect.
めっちゃ
The
見たい
kind
から。
of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to
Night
take a
Shark
story
115. Night
seriously.
Shark.
If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here?
ごめんな
You
さい。
had a choice, you know. You could have gone
はい。
through the door on the right.
はい。
You could have done
マジで
whatever
ごめ
the
ん。
hell
ほ
you
んとごめん。
wanted
ほんと
over
ごめん。
there.
ほんとご
Why
めん。
did you
ほんと
come
マ
this
ジで
way?
ごめん。悪いと
Speak.
思ってる。
Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
あ、
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
待って待っ
he
て。
entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
ジエンド。ジエンド？
door.
魂抜けちゃっ
Are
た？
you listening to me?
聞こえてる聞こえてる。
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is
クレジット流れてきちゃった。
The story needs you. It needs you to make
大
a
丈夫だよ。
decision.
理解できる理解できてる。
You understand me?
元に戻せ。スタンリーの中に僕がスタンリーになるんだ。
We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
マジでスタンリーの中に入れないんだけど。
Do something. Anything.
悲しそう。
More important than you can ever know. I need this.
逆に一個のところにとどまれてナレーションにとってはきついんだろうね。
You hear me?
聞こえてる。
Are you there?
聞いてる。
Stanley, are you there?
僕スタンリーじゃないけど聞いてる。
Okay. It's okay. I can wait.
悲しそう。
You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide.
じゃあスタンリーパラブルここまでで終わり？
Take as much time.
ジエンドって出てたもんね。待って待って、僕スタンリーになりたいんだけど。おお。もうスタンリーから抜け出しちゃうエンドだったね。はい、ということでじゃあ今回はここまでにしようと思うかな。どうしよう、Gエンドで出てきたから終わってもいいんだけど、まだまだ行ってないところもあるから思う存分まだまだやっていきたいと思います。 はい、ということで今回はここまでです。ご視聴ありがとうございました。